Well, moving on to another big story in the United States. Gymnast Simone Biles is facing pretty big backlash after slamming women's sports advocate Riley Gaines in a heated post on X. Simone Biles wrote, "You're truly sick, all of this campaigning because you lost a race, straight up sore loser. You should be uplifting the trans community and perhaps finding a way to make sports inclusive or creating a new avenue where trans feel safe in sports, maybe a transgender category in all sports, but instead you bully them. One thing for sure is no one in sports is safe with you around. Bully someone your own size, which ironically would be a male." Now, this post has drawn widespread criticism, especially as Riley Gaines has been such a big supporter for safety for women in sport. She lost to a biological male a few years ago. What's your take on all of this?
Well, the reason why this is such a big issue, it's not about being progressive or fairness, because it's an asymmetrical problem. If you look at this, why is it always male to female athletes that are going into women's sports and dominating? Yet there is not one example of a female to male going into male sports and dominating. And on top of that, all male sports are open to the best women. You can play college football if you're the best female kicker. There's been women that have tried. So this is an asymmetrical problem that only affects female sports. And that's why it needs to be shut down. But Simone Biles wants to continue to do this as some sort of weird virtue signal because she's probably told to by her Hollywood agent and her NFL husband. So anything she says, you can take with a grain of salt. And she's a great gymnast. Don't get me wrong, but she could actually be a freedom fighter for some of the terrible things that, Larry Nassar and just some of the horrible things that happened to the gymnast. Instead of being a champion for other victims like herself, she wants to go and attack Riley Gaines, who was a victim of Leah Thomas. So it's just kind of victim shaming. It's really sad. She should be lifting women up instead of putting them down to help transgenders in women's sports. It's absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah, well said, Alex. Look, finally, if there's any doubt about just how popular the president is right now, we have to take a look at how the crowd goes absolutely wild at this UFC where Donald Trump walks out with Dana White. I mean, look at that. The crowd is roaring.
Yeah, but you know who wasn't roaring? Elon Musk was crying watching that on Twitter. He's just, I miss you, Donald. I think he retweeted him today. So, that was all, it was all electricity in that arena. But Elon Musk, he felt like, his prom date left him at the prom, or he didn't get a date to the prom. He definitely felt left out. He had a lot of FOMO seeing that on his Twitter feed last night.
Are they going to patch things up, do you think?
I mean, I think that would be the smartest thing for Elon Musk. I mean, Donald Trump obviously trusted the guy, let him in his inner circle, but you hear some of these stories about Elon Musk assaulting people, and it just seems like, personally, if I was just judging it, it seems like Elon was the more volatile one of the two, and that it would be his responsibility, I think, and I don't know the inner workings, but I believe that it would be on Elon to repair that relationship. And I think Donald Trump has had public feuds with lots of people and repair that relationship. So I wouldn't put it past him to actually repair things. But once again, I think it would have to be Elon that would have to spearhead that if they had a reconciliation.
Yeah, I agree with you. Alex Stein, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. Great to talk to you.
Always a pleasure. Talk to you guys again soon.